to Visa Verge News, the podcast dedicated to exploring the latest in immigration policy and enforcement. Today we're discussing an increasingly concerning issue, the risks of deportation now facing green card holders and student visa holders in the United States. Joining me is Andrew to break down what these changes mean and how they're affecting non-citizens. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Olivia. This is a really important topic. The recent policy updates are creating new challenges for green card and visa holders who now face heightened deportation risks under broader enforcement criteria.
That's right. Let's start with green card holders. While they have the right to live and work in the U.S. indefinitely, their status isn't absolute. Can you expand on the leading reasons why they might face deportation?
Absolutely. Green card holders can be deported if they commit certain crimes. Crimes involving moral turpitude, such as acts of dishonesty or behavior considered socially shocking, are a key example, especially if they happen within 5 years of gaining permanent residency. Aggravated felonies, including drug trafficking, violent crimes, and fraud, are also grounds for deportation, regardless of timing. Additionally, drug-related offenses, firearms-related crimes, and offenses like domestic violence or child abuse can result in removal.
And it's not just criminal charges, correct?
Correct. Green card holders can also face deportation for immigration violations. For instance, submitting fraudulent documents during their green card application or engaging in marriage fraud are clear triggers. Another risk is abandoning their residency. If a green card holder leaves the U.S. for long periods without proper documentation, it can be interpreted as giving up their permanent resident status.
That's such an important point. And the recent shifts in immigration policies have introduced even stricter criteria, from national security concerns to activities linked to terrorism. For example, national security enforcement has led to cases where even minor actions perceived as material support for terrorism resulted in deportations.
Exactly. That material support clause has raised a lot of concerns, especially when the definition is applied broadly. For instance, there was the recent case involving a Palestinian green card holder arrested by the Department of Homeland Security for alleged ties to a terrorist organization. It reflects how these policies are being enforced.
And Secretary of State Marco Rubio has emphasized revoking green cards and visas for individuals accused of supporting such groups. This heightened scrutiny is also affecting student visa holders. What are the specific risks they face, Andrew?
For student visa holders, the requirements are extremely strict. For example, they must maintain full-time enrollment at their school, follow all visa conditions, and report any address changes. Even minor infractions, like unauthorized off-campus work, can lead to their visa being revoked, putting them at risk of deportation.
And the issue of overstayed visas often comes up in these discussions. Can you explain what happens in those cases?
Definitely. Overstaying a visa, even by misunderstanding the grace period after its expiration, is almost certain to trigger deportation proceedings. Worse, it can have long-term consequences, such as bans on future immigration attempts.
On top of that, student visa holders are also subject to national security regulations. Expressing certain opinions, engaging in activism, or even posting content on social media can be used against them under these policies.
That's right. Immigration enforcement has expanded the use of technology and social media surveillance to monitor non-citizens, including their online activity. Posts interpreted as threatening or supportive of designated groups could lead to deportation, something civil rights groups are actively challenging.
There's clearly a lot at stake for both green card holders and student visa holders. What steps can they take to protect themselves?
Several things. First, they must follow immigration rules to the letter, especially student visa holders who need to ensure full compliance with their visa conditions. Green card holders should avoid extended overseas trips without documentation like re-entry permits. And everyone should be cautious about their online presence, avoiding posts that could be misinterpreted. Finally, consulting a qualified immigration attorney is essential for navigating complex situations.
Those are all critical recommendations. Staying informed about policy changes and knowing their legal options can help non-citizens minimize risk and safeguard their status.
Exactly. And as enforcement intensifies, keeping up with official resources and seeking legal counsel will become even more important. These precautions are crucial for anyone navigating today's challenging immigration landscape.
Thanks for breaking it all down so clearly, Andrew. To our listeners, remember to stay vigilant and informed about these developments. For more immigration updates, visit us at visaverge.com.